Hello, my name is A.E.S.B. This is my leadership video for the software engineering course. I am from group 3, and the name of the group is called the Tech Nerds. Okay, so first we have the table of contents. We have the About Me section, number 1, then we have the project background, which is number 2, and then the self-reflection, number 3. Let's start with the About Me section. My name is A.E.S.B. I'm from group 3. My role in this project is assistant manager. And as you can see here, you have my email and my Matric number. Now let's start with the project background. Our stakeholders for this project is a company called Haytak Berhat, which is a company that provides IT support to government organizations and agencies. And then in this company, you have the main system called A.E.S.B, which stands for Operational Service Management. We have 3 existing subsystems under A.E.S.B, which are iService, iSupport, and iSurvey. And we were required as a group to produce or develop a system called iProfile that will manage the data of all the 3 existing subsystems. Here we have the subsystems under A.E.S.B. After we add the iProfile, we have iProfile, iService, iSurvey, and iSupport. Okay, next we have the assignment distribution. We have assignment 1, which is the system proposal, and assignment 2, which is the system documentation version 1, and then assignment 3, which is the system documentation version 2. Okay, let's start with the self-reflection. Okay, assignment 1. In this assessment, we were required to come up with a proposal for the required system. My group members and I had to meet several times to discuss and brainstorm ideas for the proposal. Since this is my first big project at this university, this assignment made me realize that working on a project like this is not an individual task, and I should become more of a team member by listening to my colleagues' ideas, opinions, and suggestions. Number 2. In this assessment, we were asked to provide documentation of the system. This assignment was more difficult than the first one since we had to design many diagrams. I felt very lost at first, but after reading the instructions of the assessment and asking for my teammates' help, they explained everything to me, and I was finally able to understand the requirements and how to get the work done. And when the other team members needed help with explanations, I would always be there for them to help. This enabled me to become a good team member and a better listener. Then you have assignment 3. So in this assignment was the most difficult assessment compared to the previous assignments. In this assignment, we had to complete the system documentation that we worked on in assignment 2. This assignment made us have many meetings since the tasks were very complicated. We first started by distributing the work in a way that made it fair for all the members. We faced many problems, but as a leader, I was able to find solutions for them. So this taught me that I must always instantly solve any issues that appear in order to prevent any complications in the future. And then you have the qualities and skills of a leader to have a successful project. So number 1, we have a good communicator and listener. So a leader must be a good communicator. He or she must always communicate with their team members. He must always listen to them as well to get their ideas and suggestions. Then you have number 2, which is guiding the team. A leader must guide the team throughout the entire process of developing the project. And then you have number 3, which is a good problem solver. A leader needs to be a good problem solver because problems will appear and they need to be solved instantly in order to prevent any complications. Then you have number 4. A leader needs to be very good at time management in order to submit and finish the project early and not after the deadline. Then you have the critical knowledge of a leader. Number 1, he or she must have a background knowledge about some software engineering topics such as UML. He or she must understand the objectives and the requirements of the project clearly. Number 3, he or she must understand the problem statement of the project and why the project needs to be developed. Then you have the examples of my leadership contribution. Number 1, you have managing time to submit early. I had to manage my time because I had other assessments to work on, so we don't submit after the deadline. Number 2, listening to other members' opinions. We had to get other members' opinions in order to, when we brainstormed ideas, so we get their suggestions to finish, to get the work done. And then lastly, you have distributing the work equally. And so we had to distribute the work equally and fairly, so no stress is added on any of the members, and the work will be so that the work will get done faster. Thank you very much. That's the end of my presentation. Bye bye.